It's the NFL on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Raiders
from a field that will host Super Bowl 58 come February. There's a good look inside Allegiant Stadium just off the 15 here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They're sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 20. 61 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. They're going to look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
This ball caught by McIntosh. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Well, this defense for the Raiders, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And they needed to be because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and each play took on more importance, and they got it done.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And the Raiders have got him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the Raiders punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one's incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call from the 31. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Rolling to his right, and he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Morris. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 43.
Here's the give to McIntosh.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 25-yard line.
They'll run with McIntosh.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Steelers have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead.
Now the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Washington. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away.
One more drive here for the Steeler offense in this 1st half.
And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. The Colts get back over 500 as they win their 2nd in 3 tries. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they were losers in that one as they fall to the visiting Tennessee Titans. The Titans playing well early as they get it to 2-1 with the victory.
And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Philly and Tampa at 7:15, followed by the Super Bowl rematch from a couple of years ago, the Rams and Bengals from Cincinnati. This one's been all you could hope for as an NFL fan. Just a 1-point game here at halftime. This has been as much fun as you could hope for with both these teams in it to win it.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Raiders have got him. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Here's a 2nd and 8. Harris running straight ahead. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Raiders! A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have retaken a third quarter lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now a throw here, hauled in. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And this is McIntosh.
It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
2nd and 9.
They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. The Steeler defense proving its mettle. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great effort there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. McIntosh, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2nd and 9 now. A quick throw, but incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. No.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
That's returnable now for Smith.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. McIntosh. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
This ball caught by McIntosh.
So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Taking a shot here for Marshall. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. Up the middle they go. McIntosh. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
2nd and 10.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. They shakes him off.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run again with Harris. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage. but not much more than that. Now back to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Raiders have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point attempt here still to come. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Bowers. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 72 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. And it's the Raiders that'll come up with it. And that will put victory in sight for the silver and black. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.